Hello everyone. My first video was originally going to be about a very different topic, but I feel that in the wake of the attacks on Paris, I really need to focus on ISIS today. I want to provide a bit of information about the Islamic State, basically what their goals are, who they are, and what they do. I'm sure that all of you have seen videos released by ISIS and also heard the news about the IS militants attacking Paris, France in recent days. Sadly, those attacks led to the deaths of 129 innocent people. We really need to keep the families of the victims in our hearts and our minds and our prayers right now while they're going through this really hard time. I want to talk a little bit about what ISIS wants and what their intentions are. ISIS is an Islamic terroristic group that claims to be of the Sunni sect of Islam, but they kill thousands of Sunni Muslims without a second glance. They also target pretty much every other religious belief, including Shiites, Christians, Jews, Buddhists, and atheists. To put it in simple terms, if you're not with ISIS, then you're against ISIS. The ultimate goal of the Islamic State is basically world domination, but for now, they want to create an Islamic State that would encompass the Middle East and a large portion of Northern Africa. Who are they? What kind of people make up ISIS? It's basically a mass of psychotic individuals. While ISIS is made up of a lot of militants that worked for other terroristic organizations in the past, it's also a very powerful magnet for sickos who basically just want an excuse to Originally, kill. ISIS evolved from groups of Syrian rebels that opposed the regime of Bashar al-Assad. Now the group has much bigger goals than overthrowing Syria's oppressive president. What does ISIS do? Well, whatever they want to, because their bases of operations in Syria and Iraq are completely controlled by them with very little opposition. They've faced very few consequences from the world's governments for their actions, aside from the occasional airstrike. France actually recently retaliated and attacked the major ISIS-held city of Raqqa. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to cripple them. I really wish it was. But ISIS controls its stolen territory through fear tactics and threatens millions of innocent lives to maintain control. ISIS actually sets up checkpoints in order to control areas, and people are forced to pass through these checkpoints to travel. And basically what ISIS will do is they'll ask somebody trying to pass through what their beliefs are. And if they don't like the answer, or they think the person's lying, then they're going to kill that person. So, I mean, it's pretty bad over there, and I really feel sorry for the people that are stuck in that situation, because, you know, what can they do? Because most of them are afraid to rise up, in case others wouldn't rise up with them against ISIS. So what can you do to fight ISIS? Basically, call your government and demand that action be taken against the Islamic State. Sign petitions calling for attacks against them, and spread the word that we are not intimidated and we will not stand for cowardly acts of terrorism. Because if we stand for it, then they're just going to continue. I'm not somebody who supports starting a war, but ISIS has already declared war on the world.